Get ready for some sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Well, maybe more like heavy petting, catnip, and total feline chaos. This week on Cool Stuff, Strange Things, we clawed our way backstage and we're total groupies for the one, the only, the Rock Cats. Yes, a touring band of cats and a rogue chicken named Cluck Norris. Hey Strange Things, I'm here with Samantha of the Acro Cats. She is the Chief Executive Human and Trainer for the Acro Cats and the Rock Cats. My first question is, what is it literally like to herd cats?
Well, it's like herding cats. They kind of do what they want, when they want, and I just kind of follow helplessly along most of the time.
So they call the shots for the most part?
Yes, they call the shots for everything. They don't want to do it, they don't do it.
So we just saw a little bit of the Rock Cats and it was great. I think Buggles is definitely my favorite, playing the trumpet. But how did the band get started?
Oh, the band started out very simply, actually. In fact, the band came before the Acro Cats. Back in the day, I had a cat that played a piano. So I thought I'd expand on that and add some drums and a guitar. So it was acoustic back in the very early days.
It's the Rock Cats Unplugged.
Yes.
I like it. And how did Cluck Norris enter the mix? I mean, it kind of sticks out a little bit, right?
Well, I started training chickens for a documentary.
Okay.
And learned so much about chickens, and also went to chicken training school, because they use chicken for operant conditioning. Mm-hmm. And it turns out chickens are very reliable, much more reliable than cats because they're not emotional. So I've always had the chicken kind of a part of things. And when I was looking to expand on the band, because initially I did have the cymbal part of the drums, but it blocked the drummer's face.
Okay. I'm
like, well, I need a cymbal. Clearly we need cymbal,
right.
Maybe something else. But it turned out that, the cats couldn't play it. So the way that it was shaped and the angle of it.
Oh, weird.
Okay. So then I just thought naturally, it's a chicken.
Of course.
So then we had added a chicken to the band. So then it was just a 4-piece at that point. And then I added the cowbell after that.
Very cool.
And the xylophone was just kind of a last minute because they were fighting over the cowbell. I want to play the cowbell. No, I want to play the cowbell. But I thought, so a wood block, right? So I'm looking for wood blocks, and I find a series of wood blocks, which turns out to be a xylophone, and we kind of turn it into something pretty. And so now one cat plays the xylophone, the other cat plays the cowbell, and then of course Sookie on chimes.
That's awesome. I know you mentioned operant conditioning. We actually just did an episode on IQ Zoo. Which was in Hot Springs, Arkansas, kind of research facility / tourist trap.
Yes.
So we learned all about, how to train all these different animals to do crazy things, like hamsters doing, Tarzan swings and chickens playing tic-tac-toe. Yes. How do you train your animals?
The same thing. We use clicker training. It's force-free. It's all positive reinforcements. And I learned a lot of my techniques from the IQ Zoo.
Very cool. That's awesome. The Acro Cats have been featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not Crazy Pets and Cute Animals. And they're awesome in there. What is kind of one of the most unbelievable feats that your cats have accomplished?
Well, I think when all three are working together, because we have a cat that weaves in and out of weave poles, another cat that sits in the middle, and then a third cat that hops over and goes on top of the poles. So that the trio trick is kind of a great trick. Also, they roll on balls and barrels, which takes balance and coordination. I can't roll on a ball and barrel.
No,
so
don't even.
I think, and that takes weeks and weeks to teach because you can't just throw a cat on a ball and have them roll across the floor. It'd be a bad experience.
How long would something like that actually take to train?
Oh, probably a month because you just take it, small steps, baby steps to get the animal comfortable on the ball, and they just pretty much sit on there, and it doesn't move at all for a while. And then it just wobbles a little bit so they can work on their core muscles. And then we're putting it on a track, and they have to learn to walk backwards to move the object forward.
Okay.
And then you just kind of have to wait with a clicker and capture things so that they understand what you're actually trying to get. Because once an animal learns, then they learn to learn,
right.
And the sky is the limit. I mean, you can train an animal to do anything that's within their physical capabilities.
These kittens tour in style. Samantha was kind enough to let me behind the scenes and hop onto the Rock Cats tour bus, where she and 20 cats, a groundhog, a chicken, and 4 other humans travel the country. It was totally catified. After my VIP access, I had a chance to actually sit down and watch the show, starring the Acro Cats with the big finale by the Rock Cats. And even though Samantha told me that it might be a catastrophe, it was perfect. Even had the chance to get up close and personal with some of the stars. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks to Samantha Martin and the Acrocats team. You can find them in Ripley's Believe It or Not, Crazy Pets and Cute Animals, or on tour across the country. Make sure you like and subscribe to stay strange. I'm Ripley's lead researcher, Sabrina Seek, and I'll be back here next week with more undoubtedly cool stuff and some seriously strange things. See you then.